Well, good morning. My name is Marvin Lindsay. I'm the senior pastor of First Presbyterian Church in Columbia.
And I'm Kathy Jackson. I'm the associate pastor here at First.
So, Kathy, what's going on this Sunday?
Well, we have a lot going on this Sunday.
Yeah.
We really do. The first Sunday in May is when we traditionally celebrate the Gifts of Women Sunday. And so today, our Sunday, in order to do that, we're going to be taking a look at 5 women in the Bible who actually saved Moses.
Oh, okay. So there's 5.
There were 5. There might have been more, but for him to have to be born and then to survive infancy, 5 women had to work to save him.
You know, I remember somebody pointed out in maybe back when I was in seminary that 2 of the women, Shiphrah and Puah, they were the ones who they weren't the ones that saved Moses. They were the ones who saved the other Hebrew boys.
No, they saved. Well, they were midwives, so they.
Oh, okay.
So they saved Moses, but they also saved other Hebrew children.
Okay.
Well.
Oh, okay. Okay. So anyway, all right. So does that have anything to do with Sunday?
Well, yes, it does.
Okay.
Because the 2 Hebrew midwives are 2 of the people
Yeah.
that saved Moses, and then of course his mother.
His mother. That's right.
And his sister Miriam, who stood guard over him, and then the Egyptian princess.
The Egyptian princess.
The Pharaoh.
Yeah.
Pharaoh's daughter. Mm-hmm.
But we know Shiphrah and Puah's names. We don't know Pharaoh's name or Pharaoh's daughter's name. So so what I remember from seminary about this story is that in the Bible, if you get a name, you're important. If you don't get a name, you're not so important. So the king of Egypt, he's not so important. But these Hebrew midwives, these women who work to save lives, they're the important ones in the story.
Right. Although I think Pharaoh's daughter's actions were important as well, but we don't know her name.
Yeah.
We know the other 4 women's name. But in all of this, the Bible has this overarching story of salvation. But within that overarching story, there are all these interesting little stories about people whose names we know and people whose names we don't know, that we often just kind of pass over and don't read. And especially, I think, in the Old Testament, many of these stories are stories of women.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And so for celebrating the gifts of women today, on Sunday, we're going to highlight these 5 women, tell their story, and then see what we can learn from what they did.
Yeah, and that gives us a fuller accounting of God's work among human beings to bring salvation to the world.
That's right. And I think it also could cause us to think about God's salvation story is still going on, as God is still at work in creation and bringing about the kingdom of God on earth as in heaven.
Yeah.
So what are the roles of people, and who are the people that we don't know and don't recognize that could actually be furthering the cause?
Yeah. So maybe so if we pay attention to maybe some neglected characters in the Bible, then maybe we can begin to pay attention to some people that we are overlooking in our daily lives who God is working through to bring about the kingdom in this world.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
All right. So join us this Sunday. Hopefully we'll have our eyes opened not only to maybe some more obscure characters in the Bible, but also to some things that are going on in our daily lives that maybe we were oblivious to.
That have gone on through history, and how we can, in small ways, make a difference.
Yeah. All right. So we have worship at 9 o'clock, contemporary worship, Sunday school for all ages at 10, and then traditional worship at 11 o'clock. We hope you'll join us this Sunday.
See you Sunday.
Thanks. Goodbye.